Bueno, familia, ha salido el nuevo vídeo anunciando la temporada de 2024 de LoL. Campeones, modos, lo nuevo de Arcane y un montón de movidas, ¿vale? Esto significa que vamos a reaccionar a ello en este vídeo. Son 23 minutos de vídeo, o sea que es bastante largo y hay bastante chicha que analizar, la verdad. Y quería deciros que ya sabéis que tengo un canal de LoL especializado en LoL con gameplays súper guapos editados y vamos a seguir subiendo mucho contenido. Son partidas que traigo resumidas en 15-16 minutos de vídeo aproximadamente y que podréis disfrutar todos, ¿vale? Porque creo que mola mucho el contenido que estamos haciendo de LoL porque la edición mola un huevo y además tiene mucho curro detrás, así que os agradecería que os suscribierais a mi canal de LoL y veáis los vídeos de ahí porque os van a molar seguro. Y además ahora estamos preparando simplemente, pero vamos a empezar a tope con esta temporada 2024 en la que quiero tryhardear muchísimo. Mi objetivo es llegar a diamante y vamos a ver qué tal se nos da. Así que ya sabéis, suscríbete, lo tienes ahí abajo, dale amor al canal y yo os lo agradeceré muchísimo. Además, haremos sorteos exclusivos para la gente que esté en el canal de LoL. Dicho eso, vamos a reaccionar al vídeo. Let's go. Qué hype, chaval. Es que los de LoL se lo montan muy guay, ¿eh? Es que... Bueno, RIOT en general hace cosas muy bestias. Con Wild Rift lo que han hecho con el 5.0 mola bastante. Es un parche que se ha quedado un poco ahí por el tema de las ranked, que se echan falta que hagan algo más. Pero, bueno, veremos a ver. Desde luego la presentación de las cosas mola muchísimo y las ideas que tienen también. A ver lo que hacen esta nueva temporada porque tengo muchísimo hype de tomarme el lore en serio de nuevo en esta season. Modo arenita, ¿eh? Oh, la Nafiria ahí comiéndose el sol. Reward Aurelion. Dentro de poquito en Wild Rift también, ¿eh? Cuidado. Venga, vamos para allá. Contadme cositas. Sorprendedme. Temporada 2024, tío. Qué puto hype.
I'm Andre, also known
Hola,
as
Andrei.
Navalha.
And I'm Jeremy,
Hola, Jeremy.
aka Right Brightman. Welcome back. We hope you all had a wonderful and happy holiday season.
Mucho,
and we're really
muy feliz.
excited to welcome
Mucho
you to
turrón.
season
Estoy gordo como
2024.
un centollo.
Now, we're filming this video in early November, so anything that happens between now and the start of the season won't be covered in this video. Today we're going to be joined by more
principios de
folks
noviembre
across
grabaron
the
esto,
league
tú.
team to talk about some of the things coming in 2024.
Madre de Dios.
Like ranked updates, new champions, some information about Arcane Season 2, and some updates on esports.
Now, before we get started, don't forget that when you jump into a game in 5 days, Summoner's Rift is going to look and feel a little bit different.
Y cambia mucho
Get
la
ready
grieta,
for
¿eh?
some new objectives, map changes, and updates to the core item system.
Y son muchísimos
And
cambios,
as a
pero qué
reminder,
locura.
Season Start Cinematic is going to be releasing next week on January 10th.
El día 10 vamos a hacer directazo, ¿eh? Empezando la season de LoL y reaccionando en directo a la nueva temporada. Nada, eso va a ser locura. El directo del día 10 va a ser loco.
Hey everyone, I'm Matthew Long Harrison, the lead gameplay designer for League. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you all about
Pero si tiene 14 años, ¿cómo va a ser el jefe de diseño de League of Legends?
some of our thoughts on Ranked, some of our learnings from the changes we made last year, and what we want to do this year, creating between
Yo tengo un
Smurf accounts
55% de win rate y ahora mismo me dan 24 LPs y me quitan 26. Y es coño, tengo un 55% de win rate, estoy en positivo, ¿por qué pierdo más puntos de los que gano, sabes?
new players. As always, we'll be closely monitoring these changes, as well as your feedback, to make adjustments as needed.
¿Vale?
Best of luck in your climbs, and welcome to Season 2024.
Me voy a diamante como un puto petardo en el ojete, ¿eh? Me voy a meter el petardo en el ojete y me subo a diamante de un tirón, ¿eh? Voy loco. Voy a ir loquísimo. Vale, nuevos campeones.
Hi everyone, I'm Lexi Gao, aka Riot Lexical, the Champions Team Lead.
And I'm Soap May,
Me encanta
also
la
known
gente
as
así de feliz,
Soapbox,
tío.
production lead on the Champions team.
We've been working on Skarner's update for a while
Okay,
now,
la actualización de
and we've
Skarner.
been polishing him up to be ready for his big day. Meanwhile, he's getting ready for some fun too. Last time we talked about Skarner, we showed his gameplay, but we never really talked about his lore.
Skarner was a founding member of the Yuntal, where he helped guide and shape Ishtal into the
Está
prosperous
guapo el
region it
nuevo
is now.
Skarner, cabrón.
He is, however, very suspicious of the outside world and believes that Ishtal should be isolated to be
Está
safe.
guapo el nuevo
And he
Skarner,
will
¿eh?
not hesitate to run down intruders to keep it that way. We are currently finishing up Skarner's VGU, and we can't wait for you to skitter across the rift in the first half of the year.
Primer
After
semestre,
Skarner,
¿vale?
we're working on 2 other champion updates. The first one is for a champion we haven't talked about before, but plays a pretty big role in a show that maybe you heard about. Arcane. We want to bring their Arcane version to the Rift with updated visuals and VO, while also giving some love to their gameplay. You can expect to see them early next year after the second season is over. As for what comes after the Arcane
¿A quién se refieren? ¿De qué están hablando? ¿Qué es esto?
inspired VGU, we're excited to announce that we'll finally be tackling Shyvana.
Shyvana hace falta un cambio, la verdad.
And has become an iconic part of the league roster. Thus, we're thinking
Hoy he leído en un tweet que van a sacar a la nueva, a la que es la general esta noxiana que aparece en Arcane, que la van a sacar en LoL como campeona. Pero no es esa a la que se referían aquí, ¿no?
But we want to be transparent about her timeline. Shyvana's VGU will not be released until 2025 after the Arcane VGU.
Vale, Shyvana en 2025.
Now on to the new champions. We've been teasing a cute
Ay, este es el que han presentado ahora, el dragoncete. Ay, el dragoncete. Mola un montón, ¿eh?
Meet Smolder, the fiery fledgling. Look at our cute little son. ¡Ah, no! ¡Es un dragón! ¡Ah! ¡Corre! ¡Ah!
¡Fuego!
Es una de carry, ¿eh?
¿No terminé en un árbol otra vez? Hola, soy Smolder. Oh, mi mamá también dice hola.
O sea, su ulti parece que es su madre que la ayuda desde arriba, ¿no? Y tira como la llama esta de muerte y destrucción. Y va hablando con la madre mientras está haciendo cosas, tío. Está guapo, ¿eh? Mola el concepto un montón. Esa de carry. A ver qué tal, ¿eh? Tiene pinta de estar guapo, ¿eh? Tiene pinta de estar guapo el dragoncete. Y la temática mola un montón. Este rollo así divertido, desenfadado, me gusta mucho. Me gusta mucho que lo hagan.
Está bien.
¿Vale? One of the goals we had for Smolder was to make a straightforward ADC. As
Sí,
all
tío, es
of the
sencillo.
recent ADCs we've released are high-skilled champs or very non-traditional. Aphelios, Samira, Zeri, Neela. We want to fulfill the fantasy of a little dragon who can focus on honing his fire-breathing skills.
And while Smolder may be working on
Vale, o
his
sea, parece que va a ser
skills,
fácil, ¿no?
his
Dicen.
mom is
Vale.
never too far in the distance and is always ready to make an appearance when he needs her the most.
After Smolder, we'll be heading
Me gusta
further
mucho eso
north to
de
cool
que
off
juegue
from
con la
all
madre
that
ahí
gunfire.
protegiéndole, ¿sabes?
Our
Está guapo
Freestyle
eso.
solo laner is someone we've been wanting to bring to the Rift for a while, but the last time we tried that development took a bit of a detour and we ended up with
¿Un top
silence.
laner?
But not
Okay,
to worry,
tengo
the
cosillas.
Champions team is back on the case and is focusing on making a new mid-range mage. We have another champion in the works who should be a familiar face to all of you. But we're gonna hand things over to Riot Brightmoon and Meddler to talk a little bit more about our new upcoming champion.
Esta va a ser la de Arcane. Esta va a ser la de Arcane, chavales. No me
Last
acuerdo
year,
cómo se
we
llama.
shared that Arcane Season 2 would
Aquí
be
está,
releasing
esta es la de
globally
Arcane,
this
seguro.
November.
100%.
Everyone at Riot is really excited by the show, and we've been inspired to bring Arcane into game more. We're excited to show you a small preview of one of the things the League team's been working on. So the first bit of Arcane you'll be seeing in
Aquí
the
está.
League will be Ambessa
Ambessa Medarda.
She'll bring Noxian domination to the Rift. And much like how she is in the show, she won't be for the faint of heart in game.
Esta tiene pinta de ser una puta bestia en la cama.
Don't let her large stature fool you though. She brings both strength and speed, sidestepping attacks with surprising agility.
And Ambessa is only the first piece of Arcane coming to League this year. To celebrate Arcane Season 2, we'll have Arcane-inspired gameplay and a new VGU, new skins, as well as a few other surprises.
Es que le van a meter un marketing
so
junto con
excited
Arcane
for the
loco,
new
¿eh?
season. I hope you are too.
Arcane es en noviembre, o sea
Show
que...
them a clip? Maybe just one?
Okay, one, but just a short one.
A ver. ¿Qué es esto? Vale, ¿esto es un clip de Arcane? ¿De la segunda temporada? Vale. Ok. Vale, Singet, ¿no? Singet, ¿no? Sí, es Singet. Es Singet. Está chetándose, ¿no? Metiéndose de mierda hasta arriba, ¿no? Está poniéndose de merca hasta las trancas. ¡El puto Singet, cabrón! ¡Qué guapo, tío! estaba la teoría de esto. ¡Se ha confirmado! ¡El puto Warwick! Ha creado a Warwick, tío. Ha creado a Warwick, tío. ¡Hostia puta, qué liada! Estoy llorando.
Hey everyone,
Que
I'm
salga ya, que llegue noviembre,
aka
tío.
Riot Revenancer, the lead system designer
¡Qué
for Armor
brutalidad!
Invasion team. We're responsible for
¿Pero habéis
creating and
visto el
maintaining the
diseño de
various systems
Warwick ahí
around the
arriba,
game like
tío?
loot, honor, and champion mastery,
Lo
which
que
is
va a
what
ser
I'm
la
here to
segunda
talk to
season.
you all about today. Champions are the most
Madre
central
de
part of
Dios.
League, and we love the dedication that a lot of you have to your mains. We want mastering champions to be a meaningful experience that lets you differentiate more between players who play champions some and players who play them a ton.
Vale, hablar de las maestrías, ¿no? Ahora.
So, we're uncapping the leveling system and letting you show up exactly how much you play your favorite champions. Levels 7 through 10 will unlock new versions of the Mastery emote, and after
Guapo.
that, we'll add an evolving number that displays your total Mastery level from 11 and beyond. And don't worry, your current champion Mastery points will carry over to the new system. So if you've already grinded to Mastery 7 on your main, there's no need to do it again. And those of you with enough Mastery points will end up at even higher levels.
Qué guapo esto, tío.
We'll be back again as we get closer to launch in the first half of the year with more info on this updated system.
Mola. Para los OTPs les va a molar, tío. Y los logos molan un montón, ¿eh? Qué fresco. ¿Cómo me molaría trabajar ahí, en verdad, eh? Modos. Esto me suda un poco los
Hey
huevos.
everyone, I'm Eduardo Cadmus Cortejoso, and I'm a team lead for Game.
Hostia, qué español es, ¿eh? Imagino que será de algún país de LATAM, ¿no? Porque vamos. I'm Eduardo.
Modes on League of Legends.
Hi, I'm Selena Chuchu Trang Liu, the
Chuchu
delivery
Trang.
lead on the MOS team.
So last year, we released Arena and we received a huge amount of support from all of you. We brought it back in December to test out some changes and make some improvements. We're happy to share, though, that it's coming back again in the first half of this year with even more improvements. Our goal for the next iteration of Arena is to increase champion diversity, improve game-to-game variance, and foster even more
Tienen que dejar el modo
experimentation.
arena definitivo, tío. Y hacer un modo competitivo el modo arena, tío. Están esperando a dar con la tecla en todo tipo de... balancearlo bien y tal, ¿no? Que sea más viable jugar más campeones y demás. 16 jugadores.
Making Arena a 2v2, v2, 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 v2. This means that you'll face different teams more often.
Eso está guapo en realidad, porque tienes más variedad de matchups.
Maybe get out early or crush the competition if you're really doing
Puede hacer que más cosas sean viables, tío, porque hay más matchups.
See some new augments, new maps, and some other improvements that we're still right now exploring. Outside of Arena, we'll also bring back more game modes this year. Earth will be back for Lunar New Year, and then we'll be following that up with One for All.
One for All
we'll be
también.
sure to update you later in the year about what modes are going to come out after that. Oh,
el modo arena
and
sí,
one last thing.
los restos
Even
me
with
suben la
all
polla.
the work happening on Arena last year, we still have something else cooking behind the scenes.
We're experimenting with yet another new mode that, like Arena, will be a totally different take on core League gameplay. But unlike Arena, this will be a little bit more of a chill way to spend time with your friends. We don't want to spoil too much yet, so we'll be back later this year to share more.
Good luck, have fun, and
¿Cómo me
we'll
jode
see
que hagan
you
eso,
in
eh?
ARAM,
Te
Arena,
dicen,
Earth,
no, va a haber otro modo de
OFA,
juego que podrás
and
jugar de chill con los
TBD.
amigos, pero no te vamos a decir nada más. Te jodes y te esperas, tío. Antitrampas. Esto lo han publicado hoy
Last year,
también.
we spent some time behind the scenes working on updating League's anti-cheat and bot detection software, as our current version had fallen behind the times. This was compounded by the security breach earlier in the year, which increased our vulnerability to botting and cheating. And a pretty consistent piece of feedback that we've been hearing from you all
Es que lo de
is the high number
los
of bots in games, disrupted
scripts en
smurfs in
LoL
ranked,
PC es
and
un
an
problema,
increase in
eh.
scripting. We know this has been a consistent
Es
pain
un
point
problema,
for
porque la
League.
gente se pilla una cuenta
So
Smurf
it's been
por
something
5
we've been
dólares,
working on
la
fixing.
compra, se mete scripts, sube la cuenta master con scripts y luego se la banean y le sube la polla. Pero ya has jodido la experiencia en 100 partidas.
Clash, Arena, whatever.
Una liada, tío,
So in
que se
late
puede hacer eso.
February or early March, we're bringing Vanguard to
Van a sacar Vanguard. Para los que no sepáis, Vanguard es el sistema que tiene Valorant de antitrampa y antibots y antichetos y antipollas, ¿vale? Hay críticas con esto porque dicen que peta mucho el PC, que es muy invasivo para el ordenador y etc, etc. Yo no lo he probado porque no juego a Valorant, ya veremos. Pero si sirve para parar todos los scripts, chetos y bots y demás, pues igual puede ser
Similar to
positivo.
Valorant's version of Vanguard, leagues will run at the kernel level. This is becoming standard for strong anti-cheat software in gaming, as cheat and bot makers are quick to adapt. If you don't run at this level, they will, and thereby evade all of the anti-cheat software as a result. Now, Vanguard offers us the ability to catch bots and cheaters.
Ya veremos esto, ¿eh? Mucha gente dice que va a ralentizar mucho el juego, en plan que va a bajar los FPS, que el rendimiento del ordenador va a ser peor. O sea, se da cuenta de que hay un cheto en la partida, acaba la partida y devuelve los LPs a la peña. Menos al tramposo. Claro, ya bueno.
Now, we know that there's a question and concern of data privacy around kernel-level anti-cheat. This is something that came up with Vanguard and Valorant as well, and we want to take a moment to tackle those concerns up front here. Vanguard does not collect or process any personal information differently from our current anti-cheat software. We don't need or want to know anything more about you or your machine other than what is necessary to maintain integrity when playing our games. Now, if you already have
esto es lo que la gente critica mucho. Veremos a ver si esto funciona bien o si tienen que recular luego. Pero bueno, desde luego tienen un problema ahora mismo con los scripts y tienen que hacer algo.
We know that this may be a meaningful change, but we're very confident it will lead to an overall better League experience for everyone. We'll be sure to communicate with you all as the changes go live and to let you know how things are going afterwards. All right, we're going to hand things back off to the dev team now for an update on some of the skins coming to League this year.
Skins, ¿cómo les gustan las skincitas?
Like trying to craft a unique fantasy where you can't have any kind of costuming on the stretch location.
El equipo de diseño de skins es tal y como me lo imaginaba. Una panda de soñadores que están alrededor de una mesa con sus gafapasta y sus gorras de Tokio, diciendo lo que les sale de la polla y haciéndose pajas mentales. No estoy decepcionado, la verdad. Es justo lo que esperaba.
Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie 100 Piece Nuggets Leong, the Skins team lead.
And I'm Thomas Ranby, aka Riot Hylia, the concept art lead for Skins. Today we're going to talk a bit about some of the upcoming thematics for League, some of our goals for 2024, and we're going to give you all an update on our ASUs. But first, I believe we owe you an updated prestige skin list.
Yes, we do.
Ta-da!
¿Qué es eso?
Oh.
In the first half of the year, you can expect prestige skins
No
for
he entendido la broma, lo
Rakan,
siento.
Ezreal, Kindred, Evelynn, and Kayle in that order. We'll be back later in the year to give you all an update on the second half of the year. We also wanted to give you all an update on our 2 ASUs.
¿Qué son?
Lee's face is finalized, and we've been working through his extensive skin catalog. We spent a lot of time
Será como un
testing out
rework
his
visual.
animations
Hostia,
to make
qué guapo,
sure we
¿no?
didn't impact his smooth gameplay,
Qué guapo, cabrón.
and have been sure to similarly focus on this with his skins. We're really excited to put him and his newly unbroken neck into your hands, and you can expect to bring him onto the Rift in early May. We did want to give you a heads up that we have run into a few challenges with Teemo. Such a troublemaker.
Mischievous.
Ugh, seriously. His ASU is taking us a bit longer than we originally intended, and we're currently figuring out our updated timelines, but we'll be back with an update later this year with
Cómo mola esa cara del Teemo, Qué miedo da el cabrón, puto psicópata.
Updated Swift Scout on the Rift.
All right. Now on to the new and returning skin thematics of the year.
Vale.
So first up, we're going to be celebrating the Lunar New Year with a brand new thematic called Heaven Scale, which
Nueva
pays
temática
homage
Reino
to the
Celestial.
rich cultural heritage of the holiday.
Vale.
In the world of Heaven Scale, a curious court of deities take on
Qué
human guises
guapo,
and descend
cabrón.
from their palaces in the clouds to take part
Qué
in the mortal
brutalidad,
celebrations
¿no?
below. So Heaven Scale's design fantasy
Eso era
skews
Kaisa, ¿no?
a bit more heavily into ancient historical divinity and garments in order to distance itself from our more modern
Qué
takes on Lunar
brutalidad
New
de
Year, like
skins,
Lunar Beasts or Firecracker. We wanted to take care to preserve the majestic and beautiful designs while also keeping a fun and celebratory tone in line with the spirit of the holiday.
Qué guapo,
We also have
tío.
another brand new thematic coming up that delves into a world where
Hacen
primal
puto arte
instinct
con las
reigns
skins,
supreme,
Hay
called
que reconocerlo que
Primal
hacen puto
Ambush.
arte.
Primal Ambush draws heavy inspirations from the refined skill of martial artists and the raw, fierce
Qué
strength
guapa esta
of
temática,
tigers themselves.
Esta
We
temática
wanted to
mola
show some
mucho.
love to our Southeast Asian players in particular with this thematic. We really drew a ton of inspiration from that region, the fashions of those cultures, where tigers naturally live and hold a great deal of cultural significance.
We'll also have the return of some established thematics like porcelain, recent favorite fairy court, as well as some well-loved thematics we haven't visited in a few years, like Project and Blood Moon, and you can expect to see all of these come out before summer this year.
Holy shit.
We've also been taking a look at some improvements we can make outside of just what new skins we're releasing. So some of our older legendaries, for instance, were released before we started adding content such as legendary borders. So we're going to be going back to add them to skins that missed out. This includes skins such as Brolog, Olaf, Corporate Mundo, and Dragon Trainer Tristana. Trist will actually be live in just a few days.
And finally, we have some skins coming out for champions who haven't had as much love in a little bit. As of filming, Rammus is currently sitting okay in the Southern Day Club, and Olaf is hot on his tail.
All right, well, that's it for us for now. We're going to hand things over to the esports team, who will give you an update on the competitive side of League.
1000 días sin skin, es que son 3 años sin sacarles una skin, ¿eh? Pobres desgraciados, tío, esos campeones.
I'm iron.
Lo que yo diga, tío. Se dedican a las skins, sus pajas mentales lo que quieren, pero son más malos jugando, tío.
Hi everyone, I'm Navalha.
And I'm Chris Bailey.
And we are so excited to kick off the 14th
temporada 14 de LoL Esports, chicos.
And we want to give you
el
a look at some of
mundial,
our plans for 2024. So let's start by talking about our global
Los Worlds en Europa,
MSI and World.
Cuidadito.
We want our international
Han ignorado a
events to have
España,
a strong
spoiler,
regional representation, so that the best teams from each region can fight it out on the global stage. This year, we're making it so that there are 3 base slots for the LPL, LCK, LEC, and LCS at World.
Voy a saltarme la parte de eSports.
All right, before we go, we wanted to remind you that we're celebrating a special
si queréis verla tenéis el vídeo original en el canal. Es que la parte de eSports me interesa menos.
We are so close.
Me gusta verlos, pero tampoco es algo que vayamos a hacer como contenido ni nada así.
In the US at least.
Al menos en principio.
But we're looking forward to celebrating with you all later this year. We're not doing new game announcements this time. This year is all about League and celebrating our 15th birthday with all of you.
So look forward to the celebrations coming in October.
Gira en torno a LoL, no van a anunciar nuevos juegos, han dicho ya, ¿eh? Ya han dicho que no van a anunciar nuevos juegos. Y es gira en torno al LoL, el aniversario del 15 aniversario. En octubre.
So we'll be seeing you soon.
Best of luck on your climbs, and welcome to season 2024.
Nice. Vale, guapo, la verdad, me ha gustado todo lo que presentan. Hay un montón de cosas muy, muy interesantes. El enfoque que le dan mola, estos vídeos que informan todo lo que va a haber en el año. Y nada, el día 10 vamos a estar reaccionando a la nueva cinemática y jugando la nueva season, dándole mucha caña y subiendo contenido al canal de LoL. Suscribiros, cabrones. Un besico muy grande, nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. Esto ha sido League of Legends en Freestyle Gaming. ¡Yeah!